Ew. Wow. One thing you can buy off eBay is a total stranger's school yearbook. They usually cost around $10 to $30, so they're not super expensive. I bought yearbooks from 5 different decades: the 90s, 80s, 50s, 40s, and 30s. If you buy somebody's old yearbook, it comes with all the messages that their friends wrote to them. The most popular thing people wrote in yearbooks when I was in school was, "Hope you have a good summer." We're gonna see what people of the past wrote in their yearbooks and what kind of people owned these yearbooks. My first yearbook is from 1993. It's from Florida. The eBay listing said that it had lots of nasty writing in it, lots of obnoxious comments, and that's exactly what I wanted. I see devil horns drawn on a teacher. I'm noticing a lot of the handwriting is the same. I think the person who owned this yearbook wrote messages to himself. Dear me, you are the greatest looking guy. I think you are the greatest looking guy in the world. Love yourself. You are so cute. Love yourself. I mean, I guess it's nice to... I can't even, it's too sad. Okay, I found some real signatures from other people. One of them says, "You're the ugliest, most pain in the butt cool guy I know." Okay. Stay cool. Love always. I feel a little bit bad for this guy. Not a lot of friends wrote in this yearbook, which I can relate to. I remember just having like a couple close friends sign my yearbook and then having just a lot of space left, which is totally fine, but I definitely remember that feeling where you're like, wow, my yearbook should be covered in like messages and inside jokes from all my many friends. Oh wait, I don't have any. This yearbook is from 1982 and it's from Georgia. These people wrote a lot of messages. I'm so glad we've got class together this year. I love you to death because you're a really super guy. You're a very nice person and I know for sure nothing will ever change that. How can you be so sure? Love ya, Haley. Look, Haley, people change, okay? You are one of the nicest guys I know. Call me sometime. This is a whole page written by someone. Where do I begin? You've meant so much to me. I love you dearly. When you make that first million, you ought to drop by and pay me a visit. Okay, now this just seems like fishing for money. You know I love you, even though I do pick on you all the time. And if you didn't know, you do now. These people are so friendly, if not a little fake. Almost all of the messages for this 80s guy are about how nice he is, how good a friend he is. But then there's just one message that really makes me doubt all of that. Hey, how you been? I haven't seen you much. I'll never forget the time you poured Coke down my bathing suit and ice and tied my hands together at Shane's party. You are really a sweet guy. Good luck always. What? And I get sort of like having a food fight, but the tying of the hands, that's what really makes me question how nice this guy is, but okay. Our next decade is the 50s. This yearbook is from 1958, from someplace in Massachusetts. To Joe, the kid who always had to have a smoke in driver's ed. So apparently Joe's nickname was Smokey, possibly because he smoked. If anyone has a sense of humor, it's you. You're a doll. To Joe, that wonder boy with the girls, and who caused Mr. Wiggin to have ulcers. To Joe, the boy who always bothers me in class. Between his jokes and actions, he is one boy to watch out for. A boy to watch out for. Joe, a boy who really knows how to tease. This guy from the 50s was really good at math. The brightest, most intelligent, genius math student. To Joe, the smartest math student. To Joe, a kid who always did his math homework so I could copy it. I know copying is wrong, but I feel like there's a certain selflessness of just being like, yeah, the homework's easy for me, you can copy it, I don't care. I respect that, even though it's wrong. Honestly, the guy who owned this yearbook seems kind of cool. This yearbook is from 1947 in New York. A girl owned this yearbook. Best of luck always. Lots of luck. Lots of luck. Best of luck. Good luck. Lots of luck. Lots of luck. Best of luck. Lots of luck. Lots of luck to you always. Sincere wishes and lots of luck. Best wishes. Best luck To a swell girl. To a swell girl. To a swell girl. To a very swell girl. Good luck and best wishes. To a swell girl. A lot of people sign this yearbook. They either say good luck or you're a swell girl, or good luck to a swell girl. Maybe the girl who had this book just was that swell and needed that much luck. The last yearbook is from 1935. It's crazy that this yearbook is more than 80 years old. A young man owned this book in Illinois. There's a section that says athletics and there's just a tractor. I mean, I'm from the Midwest, but I know that a tractor is not a sport. There's lots of signatures in here, but people just signed their names. Not even a good luck, not even to a swell boy. This is just a bunch of names. So people didn't really write personal messages in this 1935 yearbook from Illinois. There's something sort of desperate about a yearbook, like, these are the special times you must remember, and then you look through it and it's like, these pictures don't really reflect any actual thing that happened. You're supposed to write something meaningful for your friend in their yearbook and you're just like, what do I write? I don't know. Stay cool? You're a swell girl, best of luck. Like, there's nothing to say. It's kind of like signing a greeting card. You're just like, ah. It doesn't matter what decade it is. No one ever knows what you're supposed to write in a yearbook. So that being said, please, I hope you have a good summer. Have a good summer and stay cool.